Lesson 3. Why do we become hungry? This may seem like a silly question, but there are real reasons why we become hungry. Hunger is a normal condition which occurs several hours after eating, when the stomach becomes empty. At that time, we have a strong desire or craving for food. It is not only the feeling of emptiness in our stomach that makes us hungry, but several other factors as well. While food is in the stomach, the walls of the stomach contract in a rhythmical motion so that the food which is in the stomach can be broken up for digestion. Then, about 3 hours after eating, the stomach empties and the contractions of the stomach wall become stronger. When the contractions become very strong, we have something which is called hunger pangs. These hunger pangs are more intense in healthy young people. If we do not eat, these hunger pangs become more painful. Another cause of hunger is the level of sugar or glucose in the blood. When the blood sugar level is low, certain parts of the nervous system send a message to a part of the brain called the hypothalamus. Then the brain tells us that we are hungry. In other words, we feel hungry when certain nutritive substances in the blood are missing. Some people have a small snack at such a time if they cannot have a meal right away. This will only temporarily remove the feeling of hunger. It is important to have a regular meal as soon as possible. Social and personal habits also influence our hunger. Most of us eat at certain times of the day, and we become accustomed to having a meal at those times. We also become used to having certain types of foods at certain times. These social habits will have an influence on when we become hungry and what we become hungry for. What foods are you used to having in the morning? How many times a day do you usually eat? Do you eat breakfast or not? In English, there are many interesting ways to say you are hungry. We sometimes say, "I am starving to death." If you said the same thing literally in Japanese, it would sound ridiculous. We also say, "I am famished." This means that you are very hungry. Another expression is, "I'm so hungry I could eat a blah blah blah." In the blank, we usually mention some large animal, such as a bear or a horse. What other expressions do you have in Japanese to say you are hungry?